Hi, everyone. Jaylene here with your April of 2026 energy forecast. All right, this is an exciting month because we have a ton of forward momentum happening. Unlike March, which felt very stagnant and as if there was a lot of difficulty in moving things ahead, April is quite the opposite. April has got incredible thrust behind it. So we'll see that. And what will occur during this time, because there is so much forward momentum, you're going to really need to lean in to your discernment as to which projects, which ideas, which pursuits are the best for you. And the way to do that and to understand that is to really lean into your own felt sense of who you are at the deepest level, your soul. April brings in an incredible energy for all of us of a reconnection, you could say, or a deeper connection to our soul's energy. This will be one of the most prominent times for the human species to begin living through the eyes of their soul. You have always been an aspect, an avatar of your soul's frequency. But now we're going to really begin to feel that. And the way it's going to show up for us is that we are going to become more psychically tuned. We're going to become more intuitive. We're going to have increased telepathy, increased abilities in communication and in knowing things. And the way that we can each lean into that is by really truly allowing ourselves to feel what is present around us energetically, to witness it and to understand it. We've come to be witnesses to the field. We've come to be witnesses to each other. And it's important that you honor that during this time because the body is trying to speak with you, because the soul speaks to you through your body. And it has a lot to say right now. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in the guides for some deeper messages around this topic and to broaden it a little bit more and see what else they want to bring in. I'll let you know that in the middle of this month, April 16th, I will be offering a DNA calibration and upgrade session with an Andromedan group that I've been working with, collective. And they started connecting with me while I was in Egypt. And Egypt is one of those places where this kind of thing happens. And we connected there, and I've been working with them over the months and increasingly have been experiencing light language with them, different from what I usually bring through with the mantis. So I knew it was quite different. It was a different group. And I've just been learning more about them as I went. So they've asked me to create a platform for doing a collaborative session with you all to offer light language. So I'm offering that. I'll put the link in the notes of this video. So today's channeling will come probably from them, also from the mantis. I think of it like walking into a room and all the guides I have there, including my own soul energy, are present and bring these messages to you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Yes. Hello. Wonderful. April, this moment, here and now, is a profound moment for the human race. For it has been a very long time since you have been as closely in tune with the energy of the soul frequency that creates you moment to moment of your lives. Your soul frequency, which is communicating through you at all times, but typically you are unaware of, is going to move forward into your awareness, into your experience. This is one of the reasons why you will feel that there is so much forward push, forward momentum in bringing about experiences for you to choose from. The soul does not operate from a place of limitation. The soul operates from a singular moment, a now moment that encompasses all and everything. From that perspective, all possibilities are arriving simultaneously meaning that you will feel that at times there are too many things for you to choose from, or to pursue, or to settle into. This can be overwhelming for many of you. We would recommend that you rely upon your feeling sense in order to understand the relative merit and the relative joy that each one of these potential experiences may bring you. We would advise you to follow that path of your greatest joy in determining what is the best next process, experience for you to participate in. There are so many different ways for you to create. There are so many opportunities for you to express through your form into the reality that you are currently holding an awareness of. Remember that your reality is a construct of your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs, and those of the other souls around you. This reality that you consistently feed into with your energy, with your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs, is something that you must understand is very malleable, changeable. It is holographic and morphogenic in nature, meaning what you do in the small also reflects out into the whole system. And that system that you are part of is mutable, can be changed in any given moment. And those changes, because they are happening in a holographic reality, move through time and space and affect many different aspects of your reality, many different aspects of your experience. So know that as you are creating in an intentional universe, as you are and always have been, it now becomes easier for you to participate in that morphogenic universe because you begin to amplify in your own wavelengths, frequencies. And as you do, you become a more engaged participant in the way that your reality is shaped, the way that it responds to you, and the communication you have with it. Your reality is often called the field. It is the field of possibility. It is the field of experience. That field is in communication with you at all times, and you are in communication with it. We would recommend that as you move through your field, as you experience your field, that you focus on feeding it with energy that you wish it to reflect back to you. Because this is how you can bring about shifts and changes and experiences that match a vibration that you wish to participate in. For example, humans are typically looking for more peace, less conflict, more joy, less emotional pain, more excitement, more adventure, more comfort, more pleasure, less of the opposites of those things. While we would agree that those things are very beneficial to you, we would also make a side note that all of those other aspects of reality and experience have been utilized by your own soul as tools of teaching and development, that your evolution participated in those experiences for a very specific reason. Regardless, when it comes to projecting out future experiences for yourself in this very intentional reality you find yourselves in, we would recommend that you continually participate in those things that bring about feelings of uplift, feelings of joy, feelings of amplification of those things that you wish to amplify in your life and in your body. Lean into the energy that you feel in your body. Allow the field to inform you. Not all opportunities that will arise in your presence will be as beneficial for you in the long run, but all possibilities will be present. Allow your body, which is the doorway to your soul, to help you discern which opportunities are those that are the most beneficial. Based on who you are right now in this now moment. This might change for you in a month or in a year, but at this moment, which experiences are you meant to engage in to bring about the energy that you have intended to amplify? How do you intend to amplify an energy? You radiate that frequency from your own body. So spending time connecting to gratitude, the simple act of connecting to gratitude in your heart will project out that frequency into the field so that it can be mirrored and reflected back to you at this time. You will notice that in the month prior to this one, there was energies that were not coherent and in alignment with peace, with calm, with joy. There was a tremendous amount of clearing and purging from the energetic system of Earth and from each of you acting as mirrors of Earth and mirrors of what is present in the field. So while that must have felt uncomfortable to you, you also carried about a very important process of purge and release on behalf of the earth and on the behalf of your own soul frequency that has moved through many lifetimes of experiences similar to what is happening now on earth. Each time you move through something, remember that you don't move through it in isolation. You are not an island. You are holographically connected through time and space, through energy, multidimensionality into other experiences. Your soul operates like an accordion of energy. It has the ability to move into different dimensional spaces, have different experiences, and those experiences relate to where you are right now in your current reality. So remember that things are not always happening in front of you based on the simplified reality that you are living in this moment. They are engaged with and related to larger constructs of reality. But know that your construct of reality is becoming more and more malleable by each individual, and that we would task each individual with creating their own field of resonance and coherence in order to shift the larger picture. This will be understood by each of you in the future as far more profoundly important than you might understand it now. One may feel helpless and hopeless as a single individual in such a large mass of energy on this planet. And yet you will come to realize that each and every one of you generates an incredible amount of energy, and that each and every one of you contributes to the whole energy field far more than you may understand. So it is our wish that as you step into a frame shift of reality in which you begin to know yourself as a soul, as a being far greater than perhaps you've ever given yourself credit for, that you begin to have more and more experiences of intuition, psychic ability, telepathy, connection and communication with others, precognition, claircognizance, etc., and all of the rest. Know that this is normal, because this is what humans are attuned to experience. You've been in an energy field that has not made that very easy for you without a high degree of training. That is changing. More and more of you will begin to feel these things, to notice them without a large degree of training. And yet the main training for each of you is to maintain and feel a coherent state within your being. Coherence. Coherence is arrived at in the being when all of the energies begin to flow and move in a same pattern, directing that pattern through gratitude, directing that pattern through feelings of joy. Create a strong field of resonant coherence around you that begins to shift the patterns around you as well, that begin to create a harmonic footprint. And this truly is your own divine blueprint that you arrived with. It is like a memory for you. It is a memory that lives in your DNA. Your DNA is communicating with your field, and it is through that communication magnetizing these coherent waveforms, because the DNA is ready. The energy that moves through you from your soul arrives through your DNA. There are many layers of energy around your DNA that arrive and through your DNA to speak with the field through your body. And it is drawing forth from the field coherent waveform patterns, because it is emitting those simultaneously from your soul. This is where you've come from. It is like remembering who you really are right now. This is the energy that is here. It may feel angelic to you, and you quite possibly are an angel. What is an angel? An angel is a soul who has moved into a frequency of being of service to other souls, who is focused on the human evolutionary cycle and assisting in that evolutionary cycle on behalf of infinite intelligence. It is an act of service, it is an act of love. So many of you, indeed, eventually all of you, are angels. And those of you who have developed and evolved as a soul to the point where you are carrying greater and greater amounts of energy that you bring as a gift to this reality, you will emit even greater frequencies of energy when you attune into coherent harmonics of gratitude, of joy, of love. Spending time each day connecting into these patterns will bring you and all of those around you health, well-being, and a smooth flow of your pursuits. Not everything will appear smoothly or easily in these months of transition for you, but know that in moments when your nervous system feels overwhelmed by the energies around you, because you will be feeling more deeply than you perhaps are accustomed, that it is your opportunity, it is your option at any time to choose whether or not to hold on to what you feel. For those of you who are very sensitive, you call this clairsentience. For those of you that are of that ilk, know that you have the option. The field presents something to you. Your choice, because you always have choice, is to say, thank you for showing me what is there. I do not need to hold this in my body in order to know it, in order to understand it. I release it. But thank you. And there again is the gratitude. Thank you for showing me what is there. Thank you, soul, for helping me understand what is present. I've been living in the dark for so much of my life. Thank you for showing me now. Thank you for allowing me to feel it in my body. I do not need to own it. I do not need to hold it. I do not need to caretake others. In fact, when you do hold energy so that others may not feel it because you are worried that they may be harmed, you are robbing them of their experience, their felt experience. So it is important for you to recognize that your job is a witness. It is not to shield. It is to witness fully. It is to allow, to accept, to know, and to appreciate and have gratitude for this amazing reality that you all live in. We understand that it is not always easy or joyful given your current events, but know that those are parts of systems of hierarchy and architecture that will not be sustained on this planet, that are coming apart, that are showing their true colors in order that all may understand, so that all may make a choice. Choice is important right now. Choosing through your own intuitive sense, your felt sense, is the path to bring you into your own personal truth. That is the path to bring you into your greatest service and your greatest experiences of joy. Honoring yourself, honoring what feels true for you has never been more important for each of you. So we offer this information to you at this time and place in your journey as souls. You have an exciting several months coming ahead while your abilities attune to these new frequencies that are present, while your abilities become heightened, because what you are doing is you are embodying more and more of your soul's frequency, thereby operating through the eyes and operating from the place of being a being that has a greater purview of the field of energy around you. You are beginning to recognize yourself as synonymous with that field, as part of it. You are a living, breathing aspect of the field of energy that you inhabit. It is not your enemy. It is your platform of adventure. It is your platform of experience. What do you want those experiences to look like? Where do you see yourself playing in this field? How can you bring about more joy through your own radiance of coherence for yourself and those all around you? We applaud your progress, dear humans. We applaud who you have yet to become. You are moving and flowing down the river of evolution just as you are meant to. You've always got choice to step out of the river and take a pause. And you will always be moving in the right direction, regardless of how you may feel in any given moment or how things may look. You are always moving in the right direction. We love you. We honor you and your progress, and we will be with you once again. All right, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that message. Whew, I always feel great after doing that. So I hope that was beneficial for you. Again, I am offering with the Embodiment Collective a live light language attunement for your DNA later this month on the 16th at 4 p.m. The link is in the notes. And I hope that you enjoy this month. I hope that you have an opportunity to really step into feeling your gifts and that you really develop a closer relationship with your soul energy, because as I usually say, it's the best guide you'll ever have. It's always going to have your back. It's always going to have your best interests at heart. So I highly recommend that you spend time, however it is for you, that you drop in, whether it's meditation, whether it's through sound, one of my favorites, of course, whether it is through movement, through art. There's so many different ways to get into that liminal space. Breathing, of course, is another really fantastic way. So please do participate in that. It helps to bring coherence and calm to the nervous system and drop you into that place. It's so much easier to drop in and to connect and reach out to your soul than really ever before. And so I highly recommend you take advantage of that. All right. Big love to you all. Happy April. And I'll see you on the 16th if you can join me. And if not, then I'm sure I'll see you again later in the month. All right. Take care for now.